Close-up of a stocky male student with tattoos and an open shirt, smoking and exhaling. A tight crop amplifies the tension. Episode content warning text about strong language. A card reads, "This episode contains strong language that may not be suitable for some readers." The tattooed male student squats, smoking and fanning himself, complaining about the heat. The bully says, it's damn hot." Close crop of the bully's shoes against a white field. Transition panel emphasizing posture. In a school bathroom, a tattooed male student smokes while walking past a seated female student who also smokes. They trade barbs. The girl says, "Don't blow smoke this way. The smell clings." Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Floor-level shot showing the bully's loafers beside the girl's sneakers. Tiled floor and stalls visible. Close-up of the tiled floor as saliva lands with the onomatopoeia. A tight crop amplifies the tension. Another close-up of spit hitting the floor beside shoes. Bathroom scene continuation. Characters linger, smoke, or move between stalls. Panel conveys tense, unpleasant mood. Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Close-up of the bully turning his head with a sideways glance. A tight crop amplifies the tension. Bully orders another to block a teacher if he comes. The girl waves away the stink and complains. The bully says, "Yo, monkey, if the teacher comes, use your fat body and stop him." Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Floor-level shot with both characters' shoes and the radiator in background. Close-up of a hand loosely holding a lit cigarette beside someone's hip. A speech bubble shows an ellipsis. A tight crop amplifies the tension. Extreme close-up of the bully's face as he addresses someone. Cigarette hangs from lips as he grows irritated. The bully says, "Hey." A tight crop amplifies the tension. An overweight boy kneels on the tiled floor, sweating and wailing. A thought bubble reads, "This is not good." The boy shouts, "Ooh, ooh, ah, ah." Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Bully leans in and orders the overweight boy to make a Pikachu sound while the girl protests. The boy shouts, "Ooh, ooh, ah, ah." Action onomatopoeia indicates a swift movement leading into a kick. Close-up of the bully's shoe approaching the crying boy's face. Tension before contact. The threat hangs in the air. Wide view of the bathroom as the bully kicks the kneeling boy against the radiator and urinals. The bully asks, "Be good, okay?" Violence crackles just beneath the surface. Low shot of the bully's feet facing the kneeling boy near the urinals. Puddles visible on the tiled floor. The boy asks, "Ugh, it's wet. Is it piss?" Impact letters streak across the top as movement escalates. The hit lands heavy. Close up as the bully's loafer crushes the boy's face against a surface. Hands flail with shock marks. Violence crackles just beneath the surface. Low angle of the bully perched and smoking while someone is pushed around off screen. He warns about teachers. The bully says, "Don't let the teacher bust us again." The threat hangs in the air. The bully presses his shoe against the boy's face, causing water to splash. He orders another impression while the girl yells at him. The bully says, "Do the elephant." A tight crop amplifies the tension. Cutaway to a classroom where students mill about and chatter. The girl from earlier is present among classmates. Classroom chatter hums around them. Speech bubble with hesitant words trailing off. Someone says, "Gum gum." The bully twists his body, startled, as punctuation appears beside him. Detail of the bully's loafer and pant leg. The overweight boy lunges and slams into the bully while shouting a move name. The boy shouts, "Pistol." The hit lands heavy. Impact caption trails the action. The hit lands heavy. The overweight boy strains and sweats, voice trailing off. The boy says, I can't. A tight crop amplifies the tension. Inner voice shouts he can't breathe as another impact lands. He thinks, I can't breathe. The hit lands heavy. Two male students in open shirts boast about flooring someone while groans sound from off-panel. The bully says, that's how you throw your first punch. From behind the bully as he orders the boy to get up, the boy replies weakly. The bully says, get up, Pikachu. The overweight boy springs up trembling and crying while facing the bully. Classroom chatter hums around them. Three classmates smirk and mock the boy, calling him a Pikachu and a loser. The bully says, he he he. Snickers ripple from the sidelines. A classmate asks if Daniel is his Pokemon now. The bully agrees and offers to demonstrate, while the boy fears a powerful move. A friend asks, is Daniel your Pokemon now? Sweating, the boy forces himself to say the move name while someone laughs off screen. The boy says, Pikachu Thunderbolt. Humiliation soaks deeper than pain. The boy clutches himself nervously. Inner monologue says, oh no. He thinks, oh no. Close shot of both hands slapping the floor as he gets into a crawling pose. He shouts exaggeratedly while classmates laugh. The boy shouts, Pika. A raw shout splits the moment. The boy, imagine with yellow ears and cheeks, crawls on all fours while others cheer. A classmate shouts, awesome! Humiliation soaks deeper than pain. Tearful close-up as the boy thinks a despairing thought during the act. He thinks, I want to kill myself. Bathroom scene continuation. Characters linger, smoke, or move between stalls. Panel conveys tense, unpleasant mood. Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Partial crop of students as someone snickers at the situation. A classmate says, hee hee. Classroom chatter hums around them. Narration, reflecting on classmates confirming their status by watching and feeling relieved. A card reads, everyone is confirming their social standing by watching me, and feels relieved it's not them in my place. The thought hits harder than any punch. Bully smirks while a friend lounges on desks. The bully inwardly wishes he were stronger and asks for a favor. The bully says, hee hee. Classroom chatter hums around them. Close crop of the boy reacting as someone asks to borrow your Pikachu. Someone says, lend me your Pikachu for once. The cap-wearing student says it's his 100th day anniversary with Hey G. A friend says, today is my 100th day anniversary with Hey G. Close-up of a hand set on the floor as the boy crawls. Heavy breathing. Breath says, huff. Low-angle close-up of the boy's sweaty face as he crawls. A tight crop amplifies the tension. The boy crawls carrying a bouquet while passersby mock and comment. Onlooker 1 asks, huh, loser, why are you alive? Feed of several students frame the crawling boy. They joke about another Pokemon. A student asks, haha, where is Charmander? Point of view of the class plaque as the boy arrives. He thinks, made it, class 4. Two girls notice the crawling boy. One teases him while the reclining girl watches. The boy recognizes the girl from earlier. The girl asks, what's with you? A speech bubble asks why he is here. A student asks, why are you here? Low-angle crop of the reclining girl's skirt from the boy's crawling perspective. Internal reaction about exposure. He thinks, you can see her panties. Sweating, the boy explains Logan told him to show her something. She asks what? The boy says, Logan told me to come show you something. Two girls look on in awkward silence as the boy faces them. The boy throws the bouquet while shouting a congratulatory Thunderbolt line. Someone reacts in surprise. The boy shouts, congrats on 100 days, Thunderbolt. Comedic panel as the boy bends and a fart sound erupts. Inner reaction expresses disgust. He thinks, ugh. The two girls recoil, sweating and uncomfortable after the gag. Tearful, blushing close-up of the boy as he internally calls for his mom while someone says, hey. He thinks, Mom. A tight crop amplifies the tension. The girl sits, arms crossed on stacked desk, telling him not to bother next time and calling him pathetic. Girl_reclining says, next time, don't bother. I won't say anything. Classroom chatter hums around them. Close crop of the girl's blue sneakers dangling above the floor. Low-angle crop under the skirt. An observing bubble notes the color. He thinks, pink. Narration. Thankful for even a small hint of sympathy. A card reads, it was that I was thankful for a pittance of sympathy. The thought hits harder than any punch. Cut to nighttime. Neighborhood street lit by lamps and storefront signs. Night makes every sound feel louder. A quiet sloped street leads toward lit houses above. Night makes every sound feel louder. The boy, in a tank top and shorts, asks if the ramen is done. A voice answers, it's on the table. The boy says, Mom, is the ramen done? I'm starving. Top-down view of a pot of ramen. Someone reacts with surprise. The boy asks, what the? Furious, the boy yells that he told her not to put an egg in it as he slams the table. The boy shouts, I told you not to put an egg in it. Jeez. The boy shovels ramen while complaining it's why he's getting fatter. The boy says, no wonder I'm getting fatter. The mother tastes and quietly says it's good, while the boy rudely complains, slurping SFX present. The boy shouts, ah, sucks! Close-up of the boy's mouth as he hesitates. He asks his mother about transferring schools. The boy asks, Mom, can I transfer to another school? The boy sits cross-legged with his back to us before a low table. The mother, washing dishes in rubber gloves, repeats his word. Transfer? His mom asks, transfer? The boy stammers an excuse about low rank and wanting to transfer far away. His mother calls to him. The boy says, yeah, the kids at my school study so hard that my rank is so low. Better if I transferred far away. From behind, the mother addresses how hard it was to find a job here. Dishes rattle. His mom says, you know how hard it was for me to find a job here? Lower framing of the mother at the counter, scene transition. The mother apologizes, saying the rent is reasonable here. The boy kneels in silence in the corner. His mom says, the rent is reasonable here too. I'm sorry. The apology barely carries any weight here. She adds that if he transferred, he'd be far from his friends. The boy reacts internally. His mom says, if you transferred, you'd be so far from your friends. Tight crop of the boy's sweating face as he contemplates her words. He imagines the sneering faces of the delinquents. Incredulous thought, friends? He thinks, friends? Close-up of the boy's hand clenching into a fist in anger. He shouts an expletive as emotions boil over. The boy shouts, shit. Beat panel emphasizing a sudden jolt before shouting. The boy throws his head back and screams in frustration. A raw shout splits the moment. The boy shouts he'll study and doesn't care about friends. His mother is shocked and asks what's wrong. The boy asks, I'm going to study. Who cares about friends? He yells angrily, asking if it's his fault they have no money. The boy asks, is it my fault we have no money? From behind, he slams the wall repeatedly with his fist. Violence crackles just beneath the surface. He raises his arm and shouts at his mother. What have you ever done for me? The boy shouts. What have you ever done for me? The mother stares forward in shock, rendered in desaturated tones. Later, the boy sleeps under a blanket. Quiet sniffles fill the room. Night makes every sound feel louder. With red eyes, he whispers an apology to his mother while sniffling. The boy says, "I'm sorry, Mom." The apology barely carries any weight here. Tearful face pressed to pillow as he admits the truth and apologizes again. The boy says, "Actually, I'm being bullied." The mother sits on the bedding, staring at the closed door in thought. Silent beat on bedding and feet under the blanket. The mother turns her head with a speechless ellipsis. Transition to a new day. Exterior of the school. He dreads entering. He thinks, The boy appears against the sky with thoughts beginning anew. He thinks, it's all starting again. Close crop of the boy clutching his backpack straps while sweating. He looks at his scraped knuckles, thinking about the pain from punching the wall. He thinks, the hand I used to punch the wall is killing me. Two girls walk behind, smirking as he glances back. Girl shouts, "The hand of a man! Hoo-hoo!" Teasing laughter trails behind him. He shuffles along, thinking he might be stronger than he thought. He thinks, maybe I'm stronger than I thought. Cut to the tattooed bully thinking he still couldn't beat Logan. The bully says, "Still I couldn't beat Logan." He fantasizes about waking up in an action movie and meeting attractive women. He thinks, when I open my eyes, I wish I were in an action movie. A taunting voice calls out, "Piggy." Someone says, "Piggy." Profile of the boy sweating as a chill runs down his spine after being called. Bathroom scene continuation. Characters linger, smoke, or move between stalls. Panel conveys tense, unpleasant mood. Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. A shadow and punctuation indicate someone nearby. Tension builds. Two delinquents smoke on the steps and call out to the boy, ordering a humiliating act. The bully says, "Piggy." Detail of a student's shoes on the steps. Set up for action. Continuation detail, framing the setting. Wearing a cap, the boy dashes past students, snorting "oink" as someone counts down. A counter says 5. Humiliation soaks deeper than pain. Narration. I don't feel good from the morning. A card reads, I don't feel good from the morning. The thought hits harder than any punch. Breathless, the boy bends over while the delinquents insult his weight and tell him to see himself. The bully says, "Lose some weight. You look too sluggish." The bully throws an arm around the boy's shoulders and asks about first period, demanding he get it ready. The bully asks, "First class is PE, right?" The threat hangs in the air. I told my mom I lost it, and she bought me another one. A card reads, I told my mom that I lost it, and she bought me another one. The thought hits harder than any punch. Close-up of the boy agreeing to place something on the bully's desk while forcing a grin. The boy says, I'll put it on your desk. Insert of the staff room sign as scene transitions inside. Overhead of cubicles as a teacher begins addressing Mrs. Park. A teacher says, Listen, Mrs. Park. Close-up as the mother nervously squeezes her hands, repeating, Transfer? All of a sudden? His mom asks, Transfer? All of a sudden? The mother speaks haltingly about not visiting and not paying enough attention. His mom says, I know. I haven't come to see you once. Someone warns that it's not cheap. A teacher says, It's not cheap. Narration. Told my mom I lost it, and she bought another. A card reads, I told my mom that I lost it, and she bought me another one. The thought hits harder than any punch. Teacher explains that with these grades, no school will accept Daniel. A teacher says, no school will take Daniel with these grades. Insert of a gift/bag as someone addresses Mrs. Park. An administrator says, Mrs. Park. Teacher hesitates in silence. Papers tapped. Someone glances and continues speaking. A teacher says, and an administrator/teacher sighs heavily. Quick cuts highlight the mother's anxious face, the official, and the mother's worn sandals. Full figure of the mother sitting with hands clasped, anxious yet polite. Exterior establishing panel of the school. The bully prepares to strike as someone calls head, and a ball flies in. A player shouts head. The field becomes a stage. Close on the bully's designer shoe blasting forward with wham. Close-up of the boy's grimacing face with an ah bubble. The boy shouts ah. Impact slam lettering above as the boy crouches near the wall holding his head. The hit lands heavy. Bathroom scene continuation. Characters linger, smoke, or move between stalls. Panel conveys tense, unpleasant mood. Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Bathroom scene continuation. Characters linger, smoke, or move between stalls. Panel conveys tense, unpleasant mood. Tile and stall metal make the scene feel colder. Closer crop of the boy trembling with hands on head. The bully scolds him, saying he told him to let it hit him. The bully asks, I told you to let it hit you, didn't I? The threat hangs in the air. Bully's face fills the panel as he repeats the reprimand. The bully asks, I told you to let it hit you, didn't I? Bully says he has to pay $10. The boy internally asks how he could just stand there. The bully says, now I have to pay $10. Close-up of hands gripping a soccer ball as a crude comment about someone's nose is made. A student shouts, his nose is f***ing huge. The field becomes a stage. 3 girls sit and chat about trying to hit a face. One calls to stop. The girl asks, what are they doing? An athletic student stretches into a dramatic kick, mentally calling the girls his supporters, while others threaten to tell on them and curse back. An athlete says, ha, my supporters. Another student unleashes a strong kick as someone yells, shoot. Someone off-screen shouts, shoot. The field becomes a stage. Commentary about the kicker's crazy power accompanies the impact lettering. An onlooker shouts, whoa, crazy power. Spectators react to the powerful kick. An onlooker shouts, whoa, crazy power. Close up as he thinks if it hits him, he's toast. He thinks, if it hits me, I'm toast. He screams, ah, as danger approaches. The boy shouts, ah. The ball curves through the air with a loud whoosh. The ball curves wide past his head toward the wall as he braces. He sees the ball arrive unexpectedly and reacts in disbelief. The boy asks, what? Soccer ball slams into the boy's face with UOF. The hit lands heavy. The bully staggers backward with a nosebleed from the redirected ball. The bully lies dazed with blood spurting from his nose after being struck. Narration. Not the pane or broken glasses. A card reads, not the pane or broken glasses. The thought hits harder than any punch. Pieces of thick glasses fly through the air in the sunlight. Students react as someone celebrates, another removes his shirt, and the bully's friend is speechless. The crowd shouts, woo! A serious adult/upperclassman looks on in silence. A cold voice calls the boy, Piggy. The bully says, Piggy. The threat hangs in the air. He covers his face, thinking he's screwed. He thinks, I'm screwed. Bully pulls the boy into a headlock, asking if it's that easy to avoid his shot. The boy apologizes. The bully asks, it's that easy to avoid my shot? The threat hangs in the air. With his cheeks crushed in a headlock, The boy pleads to pay Logan back with everything he has. The boy says, Logan, I'll pay it for you. The bully's hands squeeze tighter during the headlock. Continued squeezing as tension rises. The bully lifts his gaze in mild surprise. What? The bully asks, what? He mutters that since the bully lost money because of him, he will repay. He apologizes to his mom. The boy says, since you lost the money because of me. The apology barely carries any weight here. Beat panel while he steals himself. A nervous, faint smile crosses his face a split second before impact. The bully slaps him with a loud whack and mocks his face crudely. The bully says, look at this face. Violence crackles just beneath the surface. The boy reels in confusion, mumbling, huh? The boy asks, huh? Another strike lands as the bully sneers, you pity me? The bully asks, you pity me? Violence crackles just beneath the surface. The series of slaps continues mid-motion. Violence crackles just beneath the surface. Close crop as the bully flinches/backhands. Onlookers stare in shock at what's happening off frame. The mother rushes in, her floral pants and blue clogs framed. He startles, what? Noticing the interruption. The boy asks, what? The mother's voice roars, you goddamn jerks. His mom shouts, you goddamn jerks. A quick reaction bubble. Huh? A student asks, huh? Shock registers. What? A student asks, what? The mother, enraged, charges forward with her fist raised. Her floral pants and blue clogs stride forward. Narration reflects that it was the first time seeing his mother that angry. A card reads, my mom, and it was the first time I'd ever seen her that angry. The thought hits harder than any punch.